Bench, come and record. Come on, introduce.
Okay, come on.
Hey. Alright, so boom. Welcome to the first official Rapture podcast. So nice of you all to join us. So, I'm here jointly with some cool people. So over here, what's good?
No, it's boy shit. That's good.
No.
Nah.
It's your boy Nick, yo.
I just want to know what's happening.
Your turn.
Don't touch me. You go.
My name's Dante. What's going on?
Well, guys, for the podcast, so we have the jitters.
My name, I just knew that. Sorry. I'm here.
My name is Janae.
And for a little bit of side entertainment, we're gonna have Fortnite. You guys in the background.
Played by me, the greatest.
We're gonna have everyone playing
Better than
Fortnite.
Nick Philogene.
You know, just a little past.
Not the whole government name.
Stop the video right now.
No, fuck around.
Alright, for real.
Alright, so we do have some topics. Some was chosen from everyone in the group. We did a poll on Facebook. All of them shits was trash.
Wow.
This is true. This is true.
Damn.
So,
This is
still
very
love
true.
you guys. Yo,
I think I read that fuck too.
We actually did a poll.
We did a poll.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Some of them were too controversial. Some of them just
Stupid. You
didn't
think?
hit the ice cream on the cake. You know.
Ice cream.
The ice
The
But
ice
we
cream?
did appreciate all of those.
The icing.
comments.
The icing.
Ice cream on the cake.
What?
I said you said
Ice cream on the cake, man.
Same thing. Tomato,
That's
tomato.
pretty good though. I had that before.
Tomato, tomato.
Potato.
Alright, so
You're
how we gonna start off, guys? What's our first topic for Rapture's podcast?
Come on, Nick, you don't even do your job.
Alright, our first topic of discussion is Bench.
Have a side conversation.
Dude, go
You
ahead.
can't have a side conversation.
I'm checking the audio.
Okay. Our first topic to converse about is, can you be friends with someone you love?
Wait, hold up. Converse is a word?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yes.
It's
The man.
It's not conversate, it's converse.
Converse.
Okay.
Converse isn't a word.
No.
I just wish you would answer the question.
Wait, so if you said can
Alright.
we conversate? Oh, that's not what?
Can we conversate?
Wow.
Better question. Can you be friends with someone you love?
Alright.
Man.
I mean, what does it mean by someone you love?
Like that's
Like-
what you
like-
can
Be a
brought out.
family?
You brought out.
Okay, no. I felt like it's like can you be friends with someone like you're in love with? I would say that. Someone you're in love with.
But you can't be with? Like that type of thing?
No. Yeah, like okay, like you and your girl of like 4 years
Like an ex.
broke up, and then you see her, and you still love her, but you see her going and like talking to other dudes and stuff. How would you feel?
Man.
If we broke up, we break up, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, that's one way to think about it.
But
That's one way to think
then
about
you
it.
guys said, I think he's trying to say like you guys are friends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
For
feel
friends, I don't know, man. I can't really put myself in that type of situation.
I feel like it depends on what the person do you like.
Yeah, I guess.
Like
so.
you kind of like it depends. So like you know.
If you guys
Like
end
if
up
it was
with
like a
terms,
calm, normal breakup, like
Yeah.
shit wasn't working out.
Like
the
if
way
I
it
just
was.
went our separate ways and I was like,
Yeah.
this ain't the time, or we need to cool out. Like I feel like you could be friends with them, but if it's like
Yeah.
cheating or like
Yeah.
they do some dirty fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Why was that man waiting there, bro?
I saw
Why
him
was
too.
that man waiting there?
I saw him. But I feel it could be different. What if like I thought about this at the end? What if it's like you feel like you're not ready though?
Not ready
So
for a
you just stay as
relationship.
friends with them.
You mean like before you enter into the relationship type shit?
Like the friends.
Something
stage.
like that.
I mean, yeah. I feel like you could fall in love with somebody like just being friends. I don't know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like yeah, like before the relationship stage, like when you build in a friendship or whatever, I feel like you can fall in love with somebody, and then
I mean, that's what a relationship comes
And
with.
then maybe I would decide that maybe you still can't be in a relationship. Like, you could still be friends with that person. Like,
I see what you're saying.
Like, it ain't end bad or nothing. You just
It's like friend
you can't
zoning.
be together.
Oh,
You get friend zoned.
What?
I don't think it's...
When you like a girl too much, you probably fall in love with she, but she friends on you. But you still gonna be friends with her.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's not friend. That's
Like,
not
that's
friend
what you're saying.
zoning, though.
Speak up.
Shane, what you just telling me?
It's like you fall in love with someone you can't be with, which is someone you love, but you can't. You know, like that's really
But like, if me and a dude fall in love, like, and we were supposed to be in a relationship, and I was like, I just don't think this is the right time. That's not me friend zoning him though. Like, maybe it's just like I'm close and stuff.
No, I'm saying that's another example.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like that, but it's another example. What?
What is happening?
Sorry, someone knocking on the door.
This
I
podcast.
guess.
So we cool with that one?
Yeah. No, Shane did not input anything.
Yeah, Shane, what was that, dude?
What's
Shane said something and then he was like,
because I wasn't sure what he was Dante was talking about. Then he explained it.
oh. Nah, B. Oh. That's the final verdict.
Just not.
Alright, next topic of discussion. Homophobia in the Caribbean.
Yikes.
Everyone's holding.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's an island thing, man.
Oh.
You ever hear that song, Boom Bye Bye?
Oh my gosh.
That song is a lit song.
No, for real.
But
Like,
nah.
to tell you the truth, I just feel like people from the island just can't stand, like, I don't know, like, people go out, blah, 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 it'd be different. Like, and then you come back to the islands, like, I feel like they just can't stand, like, people, like, that like the same sex. It's weird.
That's just an island thing, man. That's
Like, I
how
really
people
think
are raised.
it's an island
That's
thing.
how they
Like,
were raised. And Rasta
because you
man
know,
and all
the
that.
states are like,
Yeah.
it's not like that.
And there's like a lot more tolerance for stuff in the States too.
Yeah.
Down here, it's not
Yeah.
normal,
It's
you know.
not.
Like now, it's becoming more because of the parade they had and all that.
I mean, like they're
Yeah.
like pushing
Yeah,
boundaries
they're
and
trying to push
stuff.
Yeah.
But I ever like wonder why though.
What's
I ever wonder why like it's such like a low tolerance for like, you know, people that like the same sex like here, like
Honestly,
because it's not only like in St. Croix, like you could go anywhere like down the islands, like it's the same thing.
yeah, and,
Like they just don't.
honestly, I don't know what it is
for
You don't
because
fuck with that because I don't know. Like down here is different from states too. You know, like stateside is more mainstream than down here. People down here live in the island life. They're doing this, so they have
Very
a
old
different
school
view
too.
on everything else. You know,
Yeah.
they
Old
don't
school.
think this is
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
They gotta fuck.
I
with
remember
my-
religion is a
get
big thing in the
blah, blah,
Caribbean.
You know?
But like I don't
Yeah,
like I don't know because I was listening to like this talk show about like this around the time when the gay parade, I think it was the day after or something like that, and people were like trying to use religion to justify as to why it's wrong, and I feel like that argument in itself just doesn't hold up because we're not gonna act like we don't be committing every other sin. Like
True.
don't use religion to try and shame one set of people for doing something that they want to do, and then you out here having sex before marriage and fucking other people mad and doing all type of what shit.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Like I just never understood that whole using religion to justify something like that.
It can't because at the same time, if you quote the Bible, it says you must accept your brother and sister the way it is.
Exactly.
So technically, like the whole
And even the
argument
Pope
is
himself said something or made a
It's
comment about like the LGBTQ community, saying that like more or less that he's okay with it, like God loves everybody. So that religion argument just doesn't make any sense to me.
I
Like
just think you should respect
Oh.
people's space and
Sky is up.
respect people regardless of what they're doing, as long as they don't disrespect your space. You feel me?
that's true because people here
Yo, what the
don't
fuck?
like understand like it's okay to have opinions on something. People try to like hold their opinions as facts and
Yeah.
try to like shove their opinions in other people's space. Like that's fine. I have no problem with everyone is entitled to their opinion. Some people may feel otherwise, but still, you can't want to force your opinion or force your beliefs on somebody because I'm pretty sure said person wouldn't like somebody doing that to them.
True.
You check?
Very true.
So,
Yeah.
and that's another problem that people down here have a lot too. Have an issue with too.
I respect the people that like they're not per se like here for it, but it's like, you know, like it's like okay, like if like somebody come around them, like as long as you don't disrespect my space, like we cool. But
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, yeah.
bashing the
That's
cause
exactly-
saying like
exactly.
they
That's
don't
me.
really be out there like
Basically.
bashing them on social media and all this and that. Like
I
Yeah.
don't see a reason to do
as
it.
long as you ain't in my space or like you making
Come
me
on,
feel like
bro.
uncomfortable, like we cool. Like I respect people like that. Like
Yeah.
but the ones that would be like doing the most, like
That's exactly
I can't
how I
fuck
am.
with that.
Is if like, you know, I'm cool. I love everybody. You feel me? Like, I'm cool with everyone. I don't have a problem with nobody. So it's like, as long as you just respect my space, because you know, like, you know, I ain't about that type of stuff, then we're fine. And you all know I have gay friends and stuff, so.
Same.
Me too, and I feel like,
dude, Dante, this
like, gay people down here are,
there's someone watching y'all
like, the best.
Look,
because, like, any...
That's funny.
Or every gay person that I know, they're just like, don't care how you feel about them. They're gonna do what they want regardless. Yeah. And I think,
but they're not disrespectful with it though.
They're really not.
Nobody from home that's like.
They're really not.
Like, I know you ain't gay, but let me try like roll on you. Like, I'm disrespect you. Like, I don't know nobody like that.
And I really think that's so amazing because imagine like, because or majority of the people that are gay now, they used to move very like effeminate when they were younger. So imagine all like the bashment and like the bullying and like the harshness they had to go through and like probably the mental or emotional, probably even physical abuse they had to go through because they were different inside. And now that they're channeling that energy to like just be who they want to be, say what they want to say and do what they want to do regardless, I think that's like really cool.
Yeah.
So that's always something that
somebody phone buzz day.
I feel like that's
That is your phone.
But yeah, no, for real, like, yeah. We need more love in the world, man.
Yeah, I completely
Too much hate.
100%.
Yeah.
Nah, for real.
100%.
What about you, Shane?
We need more love in
Man,
St.
talk
Croix,
about it.
man.
Talk
Pretty
something.
different about
More love in St. Croix.
Like, you know, people is people, dog.
I feel that way too.
What?
You homophobic, dog?
No.
Dude, that's what you told me last night. Don't lie.
I told you I was homophobic last night. You're right.
What?
I can't stand you. Excuse. So you want to say something or?
Oh, what?
I think he already talked. Okay.
You heard it here, folks. Shane's homophobic. So.
Damn.
I would still like to know why it's more, frowned upon down here.
Religion.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it has to. No,
I'm saying religion.
I really feel it's deeper than that.
No. I don't think it's just religion, because
Catholic.
I feel like this stems from like way back in the day. It have to be something that like it. I don't just think it's religion. It have to be like something.
I read something.
That's more than that.
I don't know how
I can't
plausible
really
it
make
is.
up any ideas to why.
But like, it's like they were saying, like in Jamaica when it was, a long time ago when slavery was still about and whatnot, they used to say when it was on the slave ships and stuff that the slave masters would proceed to like rape some of the slave
The same sex?
yeah, or the same.
That makes sense. That would make sense.
So they were like,
Now that man don't give a fuck, dude. Back then, dude.
No, because like I feel like you just can't tell me, oh, like it's like just religion. Like I so into the church that I literally just hate gay people so bad that I send death threats to them and like I build up things and throw things in the street so they
that's
can't
not
do
godly
this.
either.
It's
That's
no,
not
it's
godly
sinful.
either.
It's
Yeah,
sinful.
man, you can pop this one.
Like,
think
and
it's
these
religion,
same people are doing that is the people are going by the Bible and they up in the church every Sunday. So you can't tell me it's just religion. Like it gotta be something more than that.
Nah, I think it's
Because I don't understand. Like people in the islands and they hate gay
Hey,
people.
you must
Like bad.
the heck is crazy, dog.
Like it's like a hate. Like it's a real hate. Like you go to the States, like it's so much different.
And like they legit have man who
I
are
It's like, though, yeah,
stateside,
I
you
feel
can walk
like-
around freely.
But at the same time, in the States, like, I feel like gay men in the States would definitely roll you. Like,
No. Here's the
What do you
thing,
mean,
right?
like
In the States,
yeah.
Oh
in
yeah,
the States,
100%, dude. What?
gay. I think too. Like some gay people too, white piss people. I think like in the States more so they'll try like force it on you. Like some of them.
Yeah.
Like they'll force it. Like you know how you gay and like they try to force it. Like
Yeah,
no,
I
it's
feel
different though. Like people like
you're
they
gay,
like
gay.
the same sex. They gay. Like they don't try like. Like oh like you don't have to like me or like you have to like me. It ain't like a forceful thing.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You
I
feel
feel
me?
what you're
Like
saying.
yeah.
And another perspective that was brought to my attention was some people don't promote like being gay in and of itself because younger children see it and they try to mimic it. Like I never thought about it like that because there's different reasons why people are not with the whole LGBTQ movement. And when that perspective was brought to my attention, it was it really made me like think like, okay, well, you know, I could understand why somebody wouldn't support, you know, being gay because of this reason. And this person was also beginning to tell me that they had a gay family member, and this person's smaller cousin, he was probably like 3 or something, was trying to mimic this gay family member, thinking that that's how he was supposed to act and how he was supposed to be. So
yeah, growing up, I've always been told that too. Like my in my family, being gay is a no-go, period. Like, they said they'll disown you. Fathers is serious.
Yeah, man.
Up to this day, me and my cousin still joke about it because how, like, pressed they were about that whole gay thing. So, it's like, that was a no-go in the family. And I don't have anybody that's homosexual in my family as far as I know. So, that there. And people always, like, older folks always used to say, like, you know, that stuff, the little children will mimic it and all that shit.
I feel you because, I don't know, I feel like even now, like, on more TV shows and stuff, like, you just see stuff about, like, gay people. Like, you see, like, more gay couples on TV and, like regular TV shows that you watch on Netflix and stuff.
Mm-hmm,
like the Fastas, like, it's two lesbians and, like,
yeah, there's
like
plenty of those TV shows.
A lot of these little kids don't watch it.
I mean,
to be honest, I am all for you know, people being gay and just being who you are. Like, do what the fuck you want, because I don't do what the fuck I want anyway. So I'm all for promoting people doing whatever the fuck they want to do with their life. That's perfectly fine. But I feel at this day and age, I feel like that's such a sensitive topic that I feel it shouldn't just be like forced into media.
Me too.
Like, I remember seeing this, like, you know, the Disney shorts, like, they show before movies and stuff. There was a Disney short with, like, 2 boys, and they were, like, kissing or something like that. And I was like, if I was a parent, I really would not want my child, watching that stuff.
That was a short?
Yeah, what movie was that?
No, like, it's for real. Also, how I feel about, I don't know if I heard this a lot, but people saying, like, people will be born gay. Like,
yeah. I don't believe in that at all.
Well, actually, I asked one of my biology teacher in 10th grade, and he was, well, I wasn't, you know, the best listener in high school, but from what I did gather from what he was saying was that he was saying something along the lines of you could be born with a certain chromosome.
Okay, yeah.
Or something like that.
That makes sense.
Like no testosterone, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's saying it is possible. Like, it's not impossible.
Yeah, I can see.
But at the same time, like, realistically, everyone that's gay probably wasn't born gay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I think it's the surroundings. You know, it has to be the surroundings.
To be honest, it could be surroundings because I know people. Like, I know some
You think
females.
No, I think it would be surroundings too.
It could be.
I know some females who
like
like grew up around their brothers and they had like only male figures in their life raising them. So of course, you know, they being around boys, they're gonna act like a boy, and they're gonna.
No, I think so because it's like how you were raised up. It's like whatever. It's almost like whatever your parents tell you when you were younger, like that's what you believe until you grow up and you get up in the wall and
you like catch yourself
and you catch stuff for yourself. Like, but it's like at that point in time when you young, is whatever you raise up around is where you gonna go in until you get older. So I think it could be surroundings too.
But you could be raised by your brothers and act like a boy but still be street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Females.
I mean, but in some cases it might be different though.
Yeah, in some cases it's not. It's really, really not. Because, like, I know one particular person, this person was dressed like a boy. They never used to buy her girl clothes, like, everything like that. So, its surroundings, I feel, also plays a part in something like that.
For sure.
And at the end of the day, too, if, like, I was born into, like, those type of surroundings, at the end of the day, it's really up to me to decide if I am attracted. Well, not decide, but, like, to, you know, really think and sit down and figure out, am I attracted to boys, am I attracted to girls?
True.
Because I know, especially in the States too, I know a lot of girls that dress, that I can't see them in a skirt up to now. Like, all the way it's pants, joggers, like, you know, hoodies, you know. They dress like that, and they like boys.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think it should be forced into the media though.
Oh, definitely not.
Because like I feel like growing up, you so like, especially where you live, you so like attracted to whatever you see. So like if you see too much of one thing, like you will
not get demonetized.
It can maybe like mess up your mind or
it
whatever,
really can.
and like just freak with you. So like, and then when you grow up, you're kind of confused because it's like your family like heavy in the church, and they're like, well, this is wrong, but it's like I watching this on TV, so maybe that's right.
So possibly it's
and
right.
I feel like
yeah,
little kids can get confused.
Honestly, like let's be real. When we were younger, we used to watch like those ridiculous shows on Cartoon Network and things like that. How much of us would like go in our house and try the stupidness we see on TV? Like media has such an influence on children. It's like really crazy.
What you used to do?
Oh, okay.
I used to live a very reckless life. Okay.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, I do not really agree with putting it out there, and especially because like all of these kids so into the technology and stuff like that. Like little 1-year-olds could walk a phone better than me. Like, not here for it at all.
Well, I think that's shade against Mateo, man.
Stop! I love Mateo. Mateo really knows how to use the phone better than me, and I think it's so
He does.
insane.
He does. Me too.
It's not fair at all.
Next topic or
next topic. Culture shock from moving from here to the States.
Man, shit, wild.
Oh,
Shit is
Culture
wild.
shock.
Ooh.
my little 6-month experience was.
Let's talk about it. What did they do to you? What did they do
Yeah,
to
let's
you?
hear it finish. Let's see what your 6 months had. Go ahead.
Well, I was with my aunt.
Okay.
And that was pretty nice, you know? Just
Okay.
chilling with different side of the family. And mostly, I was working a lot. I was supposed to go to school there after the hurricane, but
Ew.
psych.
Yeah,
That's
man.
culture shock?
Make what?
I covered my mouth. I covered my mouth.
Yeah, was that, what is,
I don't know what's culture shock.
like, what is the culture up here over here, I think?
Because, like, I know
I
for
didn't really
me,
do anything
it's
different,
like-
honestly, in the States.
It's just
I
that you're
stayed home and
around
go
people
work.
that weren't raised the same as you, so like they're really.
I
they're
worked with
really
a bunch of
different.
Mexicans.
What does that mean, bro? You're a Mexican too. What are you talking about, man?
What?
What?
Everybody's Mexican.
The majority
What part?
was it Mexican?
What
No, like
part?
Colombian.
No, it's Mexican.
Colombian,
Mexican.
some Mexicans.
Florida is
Not a lot. I mean,
Florida is Mexicans, dude.
Florida?
couple white guys.
Texas is
I
Mexican.
feel like Florida has more Haitians.
Okay, Texas is not just
They have a lot of Haitians.
Hold
I'm
on,
not gonna
hold
lie.
on.
Speaking of Haitian, they have
It's
a lot
by
of
the
Haitians.
border. What are you
Texas
talking about? You
is-
crazy.
Hispanic people
Yes,
in
there's
general.
there's in Texas
It's
too. I'm
just
just saying
not
in Florida a lot.
Mexican, so
I live
There's
in
a lot.
Florida.
A lot of Mexicans will be there.
Yeah.
Let me start.
But
These Texas got offended, man.
yeah, culture shocking is
You call me Miss
it's
Texas?
something, and you don't realize that it's hitting you until it's too late. Like ain't something you could detect or try to prevent.
I feel like
because-
pretty at home though. They're funny people.
Where were you again? Sorry.
Yeah, that's where I come in. It's like me. I've lived in here. I lived here and in the States, both Florida and Texas, and it's like I just feel like nothing changes.
Well, you see, that's because y'all are around black people, and I'm not trying to.
I live in
bring
an
race
all-white
into it,
area.
But like, I go to a PWI, so I came from somewhere that's all black people who more or less look like me, talk like me, act like me, were raised the same as me. Where white people are the minority, to some place where white people are, to say that they're the majority is a vast understatement. And it was really like a slap in the face, because it's like a lot of them weren't, like I said, weren't raised the same as I was, and we didn't share the same morals and values, and it caused a lot of friction between me and some people, and it just, not to say like it wasn't a good experience, but it was really like, it was an experience. It was a hell of an experience.
That's crazy because I go to an all black school, right? And it's the same. No, it's not actually. It's not. So it's like it's the same slap in the face, because these same black people, like I come from an island, like they weren't raised like me. They don't talk like me. They don't do what I do. Like they don't believe in some of the stuff I believe in. They don't eat some of the shit that I be eating. They'll be like, that's fucking nasty. Like mayonnaise and ketchup on fries. They'll be like, use a that. Like,
I'm interested to hear the ignorant questions that they ask you.
okay,
As soon
hold
as
on.
you-
I
as
get
soon
to
as you
that. I
open
get to
your
that.
mouth-
I get to
As
that.
soon as
I
you
get
open
to
them
that.
out and they hear
I
the
get to that.
accent, that's when the
So
ignorance
it's
starts.
crazy because you would think like, okay, we are black, like we cool, like
Wow.
no. So a lot of them hate me just because I come from the island. They don't like it. They think like it's weird because there's like, okay, so because you're from an island, like you think you better than us, and it have a lot to do with man, because it's like no, for real, listen, right? dudes up there, they'll be like, from the time they hear me open my mouth, they're attracted to me. They be like, oh, you foreign, where you from?
They love to use that word.
Okay, yes, you foreign, where you from? Da da da.
Exotic.
Yeah, same thing.
Don't gossip man.
No, for real, like, and then the girls, like, they upset, and it's just like, okay, so I go to an all-girls school. I go to at HBC with an all-girls school, and then the school next to us is an all-boys school, and then they have a next school next to us that's a co-ed. So, like, it's just a bunch of shit going on, and it's like, so, from the time they hear me open my mouth, they ask me ignorant questions, so, do you live in a straw hut?
Yeah, for real.
Hold on, I ain't finished. Do you walk around with no shoes on?
What's the most ignorant question you ever got?
Do you ride a horse to get to school?
The most ignorant question I ever got was, is there high schools?
What the fuck?
And the thing is, he was like, and he gave me like a disclaimer. He was like, this is a serious question. And then he asked me that stupidness. I was like,
do you know high school?
It's like U.S. territory.
If they had no high schools, bitch, how did I get here?
I tell him, I said no. They just pick us by social security and just send us to college.
St. Croix is a U.S. territory, which means it's part of the U.S.
Okay.
That's not.
Which means it's like the U.S.
I read something about how like.
St. Thomas.
I don't fuck with America. They don't fuck with me.
What you said out there?
Honestly, I feel like
you just give them the whole like.
You have to find that one person that's like you could really be cool with and safe with in the States, and it's always like
it's crazy because then they have like a heap of trans. Like my school is like really diverse, so it's like you have a heap
transgenders.
Children.
Children.
I did not say transgender.
I heard trans. I heard trans. My school for
and that's the first thing that comes to mind.
No, so it's like
not transport.
A bunch of them is like
shut up.
A bunch of them is like they have family members that's like straight from the islands, like Jamaica and stuff. But they're not from the island, so it's like, but they claim it though.
That blows me.
So they claim it, and they're like, yeah. So I'm from Jamaica, and I'm like, so you really born and raised in Jamaica, and you come up here? No, my God, I'm just from Jamaica. I'm like, you're not.
Listen, and then they'll be like, oh, you're from such and such. My cousin is from Jamaica. I'll be like, okay, like.
And then they'll get annoyed when I try to tell them like, you're from Jamaica, and I'll be like, so tell me the first thing about Jamaica.
To be honest,
but I can tell you something about Jamaica though. But they don't know.
Like, and the thing is, people love to like ride this way. Like people want. I don't understand why some stateside want to be Caribbean so bad.
Where I come from, listen, at my school is because it's more so of a guy thing. It's like guys like they don't go for the exotic girls in my school. Like all the dudes I know is like they want somebody that ain't from America.
Yeah, like different. Yeah,
they want
or
different.
Or
look different. Yeah. So it's just like they don't claim. But then it's like. So I had this, it was this thing, so like, we have Chick-fil-A at my school, and I was in Chick-fil-A a day, and this dude, he was trying to talk to this girl, she was like, yeah, I'm from Jamaica, and he heard me talking to my friend, he said, so why you don't sound like her? And it was a fuck up thing, like the girl was like, oh, like, he was like, you're not from Jamaica, because you don't sound like that, like, and she was upset, and I'm just like, I'm sorry.
I'm upset.
She probably used her fake.
But it was culture shock because I didn't expect them to be so hateful, like as black people in general. I didn't expect them to be so mad that I was from a different place.
As much as they love to come on vacation here, you would swear that they were like us.
Yes, that's
stupid. And then it's annoying because I can't yank real good, so it's like
I don't yank at all.
I can't yank. So it's like even when I do presentations and stuff in class, like I'd be talking regular.
Oh my gosh, I'll never forget the time I had to do a whole presentation because they couldn't quote unquote understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, they are. There's two guys.
I can't yank and I don't even try to yank.
My boy Nick is God, bro.
But yeah, that culture shock coming from the States, it was something. I didn't even realize I was experiencing culture shock until like after the fact.
Yes, Nick.
And I know my school is in the heart of Atlanta, right? Where you have so much island people. So I didn't expect it to be trash.
Pass up.
Is this a recording?
Yes.
And to be honest, like
it's not.
Oh, it done?
Oh no, you keep talking.
Oh, and to be honest, like a lot of like the school I go to, a lot of the boys like to mock me. And the thing is, I swear I'm talking as clear as possible, but there's always that one word that I pronunciate wrong or that one syllable that they could like think, and they just love to mock me. And I will never forget. I go to school with this one boy, and anything that comes out of my mouth, it could be like, "What's up?" or like, "What going on with you?" Or like, "What are you doing?" He laughs. He just thinks it's so funny the way I talk. Like before he answers anything I say to him, he always has to laugh.
Square up.
You gotta realize, but we like, especially like not even like Jamaicans or anybody, but like Young people, Young people in general. Even when we try to speak proper, our accent, we have like this undertone.
And to be honest, like we really can't hear it. Like we swear we're talking like
exactly
dictionary perfect, like every word getting pronounced properly.
We don't pronounce our A's and E's different. We don't drag some of our A's out. So it's like when we talking and we try to talk proper, it's like our undertone. You can still hear it.
That's why when I went to States for 4 years, I learned how to talk like that.
I can't.
I learned how to talk again.
Like them, bro. Like them.
For me, it's easier to switch up.
So they can understand why I say.
Way easier to
I
switch
could try, but
I can switch up too, but like.
No, I don't even try anymore. Like, ain't even like I don't try. And I always said before I even went to the States to go to college, I was never going to Young because I'm speaking English. There is no possible way that you cannot understand what I'm saying. I may talk a little fast and I'll slow down for something, but I'm not about to switch up my accent and try to talk like you for you to understand.
Different wording too, you know?
Yeah, after I have failed this one presentation because apparently my professor couldn't understand what I was saying. So after that, I would try. I was like, okay, maybe let me try to talk proper, but it didn't work. So I was like, is that how you want? I talked to Shell. I was like, is that how you want to understand? This is where I come from. This is how I talk. I'm speaking English. It's just an accent, so either you won't understand or I won't fail your class. So.
And every time I do like oral presentations now, after every slide, I make sure everybody understands what I said, have any questions, need me to repeat anything, and then I move on.
Yep.
Because after that one time when they made me do the whole presentation over,
50-50.
But like at least like the couple of friends I do have that I go to school with, like they've been around me so long that they can understand. Yep, they can understand. Like
I have 5 other roommates, and 3 of them is white girls.
5 roommates?
Yeah, it's 6 of us in a room. 3 of them is white girls, and how I talking to you right now, I'd talk to them just like that. Even when I said, like, you know how they just say y'all and say ayo. Even if I say ayo in front of them, they understand what I'm saying because they just been around me so much.
So you'd be like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'll be like, what going on? I'll be like, will you put a spoon them or like what is that?
I didn't try to talk to me, but their favorite word is mother skunk.
Oh my god,
their favorite word is mother skunk.
Listen, I teach this girl this word mother skunk, and she loves it so much she don't even use it in the wrong context. She'll be like, bring me the mother skunk pencil. I was like, what? Like, dude, bring me the mother skunk pencil. I'm like, that's just not how you use that
like,
word.
Motherfuck.
Yeah, like I tried to explain to her like it's not the same like thing.
My friend ordering fries from Chick-fil-A and she was like, yeah, Nunette, I need that mother skunk, like referring to the french fry. I was like, that's not how you use it, mama.
Nah, they're doing it completely wrong.
Yeah, like,
but I think shit like that is just so funny. It's so cute how they try. I think that's so cute.
That's my favorite one.
But there's always like it's always gonna be people. I feel like there's no like middle ground for real. Like even always people that like love us and are like curious and genuinely want to know and like favorite, and then other people that just act so ignorant.
I think they'll be ignorant too because it's low key jealousy. It's like I wish I was
Caribbean.
Yeah,
bro, I didn't know this was
it's that type of thing. Like I think it's jealousy.
I saw it on YouTube.
I didn't know it was there.
And the thing is, I go to school with some boys, right, and some of them swear they're so Jamaican. And then like if they hear me talking on the phone to my mother, and that's when like the full 100% accent comes out when I like talking to people from home, they don't understand what I'm saying. Like how you go so hard for Jamaica, and you only know that Welcome to Jamrock song. You don't go so hard for Jamaica. You go so and you can't even understand somebody's slang.
It's like I in a organization. It's called AUC Vibes, and it's a Caribbean student organization for like the AUC. I was like one of the only people actually from. Everybody else is just like their parents like from.
Get out of here.
But they raised up in Babylon, and it's just like.
But they include them or anything or Jamaica.
No, it's just like exactly. They're like, oh yeah, I'm from Jamaica, and I'm like, what part? And they're like, well, my mother from Kingston, and so like, really? So you really from Jamaica?
They're American. Yeah.
It's just like me and maybe 2 other people. His girlfriend, Cheryl, and his boy actually from Jamaica.
Yeah, but they American.
But it's like a heap of them like they're from, and then they don't know nothing about like the culture.
They only know stuff like good beaches and stuff like. Honestly, like I always promise myself, you would never ever catch me walking in stateside beaches. Ever.
Yeah, no.
And like a lot of them call me bougie for that. I'm like, cause like I don't
touch that water. I don't touch that water.
Like Miami, Ocean City.
I don't really touch the water in Florida.
I don't care.
Florida probably have the best looking water in America.
They'll be like, you so bougie, da da da. I'm like, first of all, I should be able to walk in the water.
I see your feet.
And see my feet, no matter how far out I go.
For real.
They don't understand, man. They don't understand.
For real.
They'll be like, but this is our beach. I'll be like, that's shit water.
First of all, you're
swimming in a sewer. That's what's more shit water.
You're swimming in a sewer.
Shit water.
I don't want to hear
any of that.
I go to pools in Miami. I don't go to beaches.
Yeah, I went and like for my skin to come out itching. No, thank you.
I just stay right down the sun.
But I didn't realize how much I miss home until I left. For real. Especially the food. I mean, don't get me wrong. Chick-fil-A is my life, but sometimes you just want some plantain and baked macaroni and like pate and.
I like cooked food. I don't like fast food like that. I feel like when you go but still like. You like cooked food. You like 3 times about fast food. Exactly. I feel like I don't like cooked food.
I like some food.
You know, I personally
burgers not soon too. Shit.
I like plain food like seasoned rice and
I know that.
meat and your macaroni. It's so hard to go up there. In Atlanta, you have places that's like Korean places, but their food don't taste like it.
Oh my gosh! Yes, I went to this Jamaican restaurant in Pittsburgh. Right, so I thinking and the thing is, everybody in Jamaica, you know, they playing Jamaican music, Jamaican woman like. Down to the fact that she had a Jamaican woman attitude, right?
And the food don't taste that good.
So hear me, I want some oxtail. So I tell the woman, okay, I want oxtail and this and this and this. I bite into this oxtail. I said no. I had to ask for jug shrimp or something like that. It didn't taste good.
Yeah,
it didn't taste good. It wasn't seasoned, nothing like that. Like, and the thing is, people in the States, they really be swearing that's how it tastes, and they'll be yamming down plates of that. I'm like, no, never.
It's just different up there. Like, I can't go down the streets and get a free cold. Like, I have to go to some small place.
Like, I haven't got a free cold yet.
Me either.
I've been home.
I got a free cold.
It's just like regular stuff. Like, you could go walking on the street and get ice pop with front lady that sells ice pop next door. Like, you can't. It's like you can't do that in the States.
I don't know. I feel it's like.
Go to the gas station.
I feel like with the 4 of us, me, Dante, Shane, and Finch.
His name is Finch. Yeah.
What?
What do you think's not the wrong name, pal?
Me, Dante, Shane, and Finch. I feel like if we all say we all lived in Florida, but like Dante, we wouldn't really care to come back like this. Like if we all had a friend. The only reason why I cared so much to come back is because I miss my friends.
True.
I had nobody.
Not me.
That's the only reason.
It's different for me.
I mean, I get friends up there too, but down here is a real
Who said you have anybody now?
I miss my boy.
Wow.
He's the main reason I came.
Wow.
For my boy.
I love home so much. Like, even when I come back and I get off the plane, I could taste the air. Like,
yeah,
it's good oxygen. Like the air. No, I could. Man, I ain't tripping. You could taste the air when you come off the plane and the air cold. Up there, there's so much pollution. Like, you could taste the air and it's just like a breath of fresh air.
I get sinus problems. I
like the smell of Orlando.
I never had allergies in my life, right? I moved Babylon. I have all these different allergies, sick every other week.
Yeah,
I get tonsillitis like every other week.
Dude, I'd be overdosing on emergency and telling
I never take more drugs in my life than when I moved states. Every prescription drug you can take.
Well, look at this. Look at all the green on the grass. You see?
Like, exactly. Like simple stuff like this.
Really
all the hills.
You could just walk outside and you on a hill and you could look over the ocean. You can't do that if you're in the States. It's just like little stuff like that.
I don't know.
How he does shit.
Nick been in America too long.
I've been in America.
We're sorry for providing all this shit Fortnite content, by the way, but because no one's going off.
That's the culture shock.
Anyway, since we're on the topic of culture shock, we could just kind of, shift it to our experiences as a college student.
Yeah. I want to go first.
Okay, Nick, talk to us.
Dude, what the fuck is a quest, bro?
A quest?
A fucking quest in this game, bro?
Go, Nick.
Alright, Nick. Fancy Nick get college experiences being waiting to
I don't know if I can talk about. Well, actually, I can talk about college.
Alright, bro. This is kid friendly.
It's kid friendly?
Oh, if it's PG,
I was like,
then
dude, if it's PG, then I'm not saying anything.
I've been cussing the whole time.
Yeah, it's not PG,
yeah,
dude.
We have no set family.
It's ready if you want.
Yeah, let's get a burger, dude.
You want to take a break?
Should we?
Yeah, we can take a break.
I kind of want a burger.
We can take a break.
Dude, just get the break.
Okay.
Dude,
we'll take a quick break.
Because
I'm starving and I'm hungry.
Alright,
Come back
guys.
and eat food? Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're just gonna cut it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
Apparently,
we're gonna take a
break. Be right
We're just gonna start right back from where we left off.
Where did we stop talking?
We stopped talking now.
It's my email.
That don't make no sense.
That's the.
Alright, I think we're good.
Stop talking to Finch like that.
Like what?
talking to him too rough.
Yo.
Copyright,
man. Shit.
Yo.
Whoa.
Man, watch yourself.
Yo, talk to me.
We up and running.
Nick, say something.
Oh, saying.
No.
You're.
You will say your boy Jeff.
This
Put it out.
is crisp.
All right, we back, and we were better, and we're fed, and we're tired.
Back at it again with the podcast. Let's go.
I love it.
Wait.
Okay,
Burgers.
so
Took some tequila shots.
finish.
Yeah, dog. 2 tequila shots in like 4.
Spilled some beer.
You spilled
Something
some
underneath.
beer. You spilled some beer.
I cleaned it up. I put some laundry detergent.
Detergent.
That was pretty.
Water. You know, Janae gave me the idea. It came out clean. You know, it did work.
Yeah.
But like, the beer didn't go in the cushions though. It went under. It just
Under.
You just
and
made a
all went
whole
under.
segment about beer.
Hey, that.
No, but it was like
Back to the
no. I mean, the cushion is good. It's just, I'm just questioning how
it seeped through, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
I didn't understand it, dude. I was like, wait, how did it get there?
Because it's a chair made out of like straw, right?
Oh,
No,
segment about
that's-
beer.
You know what I'm talking about, like the little folded.
We're
It
really
went
doing
through
this
the
right
back
now?
of the cushion.
Hey.
Honestly.
Back to the subject.
What is the subject?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what
bye.
happened off cameras, guys. But
All right. So our next topic would be piggybacking off of what we were just speaking of before we left, which was culture shock in the States, and now we're gonna talk about our experiences.
Nick, you're up first.
In college.
Oh yeah. Alright, Nick, go.
Dude, can I tell them about 420?
Nick, you went
No.
to college?
Oh God.
Nick,
Wait. You did.
Yes, me and Finch were roommates.
Finch and
Yeah,
I.
you see, I know you did go to college. Okay, sorry, continue.
I'm still in college right now.
Oh, you are?
More
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Tell us about what's going on.
Yeah, talk to us.
All my stories are high
Was that
stories.
all you
All your
wanted?
All my stories are high stories.
Oh my god.
Okay, so my first time being in college was extremely traumatizing because it was like I went from just having to ask my parents to go places or like let them know I'm going places to I could go whenever I want, whatever day I want, at whatever time I want. So it was just a lot of freedom, a lot of time in my hands, and I just really didn't know what the hell to do with myself. And yeah, so it was like freshman year was a little rough, I went out religiously every Saturday night, whether there was something to do or not.
No, we're not. That was us for real.
So
That's true.
yeah, so like freshman year was my like celebration of independence, I could say. But like my sophomore year this year, I was a lot chiller. Like I barely went out. Like I think I went so hard my freshman year that like sophomore year just didn't really matter anymore. But college is an interesting experience. Yeah, I think interesting is the perfect word for it. Financial aid could catch these hands though because they always mess with somebody's life.
Oh, I can't say that. I was gonna say the CAF, but you guys went to a whole different CAF. We had some shit CAF at UVI.
Tell them about the peanut butter chicken.
The peanut butter
Wait,
chicken was supreme trash, dude.
What?
That was the
None of
first.
it
No,
was wrong with
we
it.
got in the week, right? And for that week, like the first week when freshmen come in, the food is apparently good. So it was safe. We had no complaints. The second week on Monday, them boys cooked a peanut butter chicken. That shit was so
How was that
disgusting.
even prepared?
Talk to us about.
Dude, it's like baking chicken with just peanut butter.
What?
On top of the chicken.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
That fuck is
Just a
disgusting.
slab
bro.
of peanut butter.
And I tell you, these Tomians are killing it, bro. Destroying. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
nasty as hell.
Is it like the extra crunchy peanut butter or
No.
the smooth?
Yeah.
Well,
It
that'd be
is, it
crazy though. Extra
No,
crunchy
it was a regular.
peanut butter your
It
chicken.
was probably Skippy, eh? It was probably Skippy, dude.
I love extra crunchy peanut butter.
This shit was disgusting. I tell you, Tomians have a different taste, bro.
I don't think it's Tomia's though. I think that's UVA though.
Yeah,
fuck is-
that just sounds more of like the UVI
Yeah.
cafeteria's
Trying to
problem.
experiment or some shit.
y'all were definitely.
Don't lie though. Tomians have a different taste from us, dude.
I mean, they do, but I think in the sense of peanut butter chicken, I feel like that just crosses the line. Y'all were definitely the guinea pigs for that.
But Tomians were eating that shit.
I think you were looking at the wrong people though.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Maybe they were hungry and they ran out of food. But
I guess so.
And you know, get man up there like careful who look down everything.
Hey,
anybody got iPhone charger?
No.
Go right, yeah.
Oh shit.
You using it?
No.
You okay?
But yeah, like I don't know. My cafeteria experience the first year was terrible because it was very limited. Like it was only the main line, then some random thing that they're frying, and then another station that was just pizza or sandwiches.
You get a joker on
alternating days.
You get a joker on your phone?
Now they like re-upped our cafeteria, so now we got a pizza station, we got burger hot dogs, we got make your own salad or wraps. No, make your own sandwiches or wraps. There's 2 salad bars. There's like a vegan station. There's desserts and like, there's a main line. Like, yeah, but like still, like you would think with all of that they would try to improve the quality of the food, and it's just.
I was just disgusted when I went to college because I can't walk around school asking nobody for $1 so I could go midline and get French fries. And I was just mad, and the cafeteria food nasty, and they don't make my omelets runny.
They make omelets? Oh yeah, we made omelets.
We had omelets.
There was only like one person in the omelet line, so that shit take forever.
No, and the omelet line would be so like the omelet them would be good, but whoever was making it that one time, she make my omelet runny, and I get fuck up.
You don't runny omelets, dude. You don't runny eggs.
Yes,
period.
it was nasty.
That's disgusting.
Nah, man, I hated the car
church in
food,
the trash.
man. I always had to go out to eat. I was driving out to eat somewhere.
Oh,
It was not something
I forgot to mention, we lost our Fortnite footage in the first half.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, I just thought you should.
I
I just think you should know. We genuinely do not care.
Anything you could have
We don't care no, but they definitely don't care.
Hey, calm down. Okay, for my little Fortnite lovers, man. We out here.
Anyway, so
What do you mean?
when I first went to
What do
college,
you mean?
I didn't want to be there.
Yeah, college was an interesting experience.
I went like freshman year,
No, yeah,
the first
definitely.
couple of months, like it was depressing. Like I was just, and then my friend had like passed away. It was annoying and then stupid, and then I didn't want to be there. I just want to come home, sit down, but.
I had a lot of fun in college. That was my experience.
And I didn't go out a lot. Like I did not go out.
Freshman year?
Yeah, I didn't go. Like a lot of my friends then went out. I was in my dorm room like every weekend. I didn't want to be there.
Well,
Eventually, like to the end of the year, I had stopped going out, but I know I was go there.
I remember the first time in college, it was, first few weeks was like chilling. I didn't know what was going on. And then I finally met a lot of people, and they were all partying, and we just went to parties after parties.
I remember that. We used to watch it snap all the time, dude.
Ridiculous,
Like,
man.
him and Justin, dude. Justin was at parties every fucking day.
Shit was fun.
Shout out Justin Saldana.
Oh my god, they have this one party last year we went to, and they started to shoot, and me and two of my friends been like down the streets, and I was up the street, and then like they just called me, and they were out of breath on the phone, and you could just hear gunshots in the back, like.
What?
And it was like, no, that. They was like, run. They was like, keep running. And I was like, I don't even know where I'm going. I was like, we on the phone. They down the street, and they shooting behind them. And I was like, okay, so we come out of party, and then like my bro, like there's the one that was trying to party, but you know it was in the ghetto part of Atlanta, like on the west end, and they over that ghetto and just raunchy back, and they started to shoot up the party, and it was like this big warehouse, and my friend them been like by the door where they were shooting, but I had done like walking up the street before they started shooting, cause I was going to get like my next friend, so my phone happened to ring, and my phone rang, and I'm like hello, and I just hear like. Somebody trying to catch their breath in the background, and like, but you running, you could hear their footsteps on the run. They're like, just run, girl, just run. You hear pop, 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 pop in the back, and then you see like everybody. Then I like turn around, and you see everybody like running up the street. People getting stamped all over, and this was in the middle of the road. Like they're running between cars, like cars coming, cars have to stop. It was like a zombie apocalypse almost.
Zombie apocalypse, holy.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Imagine you see someone get trampled, man. Wow.
I was trying. But I don't go to parties or I was shooting something up. So.
Yeah, parties in the States are different for real.
Get so bad.
Yeah,
And in my opinion, they don't play enough Caribbean music.
They do.
Oh my God, they play the same Caribbean song. They don't play Wine Slow by Egyptian, Hold Ya, what's the song? Broke Off Your Back, Fever by Vibes.
Big song,
Or
big
they
song.
play Walk by Rihanna and Drake.
Or Work. Trying to pass up. Like, that's literally the only 5 songs that they play.
And they play Controller by Drake.
I know. Listen.
Like, what is that?
Where's the poppy, man?
Listen.
That's what it'll play.
Parties in the States are different for real. Like, that's a big part of the reason why
And then the girls, oh my God, and then the girls, when they hear like what come on, the girls, I'm like aiming for the Caribbean, they'll be trying to whine. They'll be trying to whine to the song, them, and it's just kind of nasty.
An atrocity.
Yes, it was an atrocity. It's disgusting.
You guys are so mean.
But it's true.
It's
like,
true.
Cause like they only know how to like twerk like up and down, up and down. And like, you know, us when we go like in circles, a little TikTok motion, like
constipated trying to whine. It's not.
Jesus Christ,
And then the faces they make is just
ridiculous.
I don't know.
Broke off your butt. I got
I
shit.
don't really know.
I can't.
You stupid. You done?
Okay. Moving.
What was that? What was that topic?
That was college
College
experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I didn't talk about my college experience.
I feel like you did, no?
No, he didn't.
I
No, he
did
didn't.
not.
Oh no,
I
it was
didn't
you. It
talk.
was you. It was you.
I'll done
I didn't talk, yeah.
I'll done
Tell us something funny, fun.
Something funny.
Yeah, something like adventurous.
All my shit is just crazy shit.
Let's talk about like adventurous stuff you did in college.
I'll
Like,
expose myself.
give an adventure. Just one. It don't have to be like a really bad one.
The most adventurous thing I probably did was what? No man, Nick's a savage. No man, shout out to
Hello.
Nick for the
Oh my
double kill.
God, that's what you did. What you
Nick
did?
just got double kill.
Hello.
Man, okay, the most adventurous thing I probably did in college definitely had to be going on a hike.
Going on a hike?
Back you?
You do that.
No, you wouldn't know that hike, like, it's like, you know, if you ever been there, it's called like the back kick hike, right?
Yeah.
Boy, there's those shits in sandals.
Ooh.
That's the
No,
most
not these sandals, but
So proud of you. That's such an adventure. Like.
Well, the most adventurous
no, it was like spontaneous.
thing that I did was actually homecoming this year, because you know homecoming, that's when people just lose their mind for a whole weekend. Was we were coming back from a party and I was litty off of my good friend Henny, and I was walking up on the sidewalk. I busted my toe open.
Wow.
Oh my
Then-
bust my game. Wow.
Now I'm like dripping blood on the sidewalk, and I'm walking with these football players to the car where my friends are waiting for me, and they look at my toe, they look at me, and they were like, "Keep walking," and I'm like, "What? Like what?" So that was crazy. And then earlier that day, I got stung by a bee on my side, and I didn't realize I got stung by a bee.
How you
Somebody-
don't realize that?
Because what did I just
No,
say?
no, no. You don't
Yeah,
realize.
that
you
much?
I was
actually
lit
might
for
be.
the
You
whole
realize?
day. For the
Wow.
whole, but the only time I was catching myself was we came back from the
Okay.
football game, and I'm
Yes.
like on the couch trying to hydrate because I know I can't do my makeup lit. So like I'm just on the couch curled up drinking like 2 bottles of water trying to catch myself. Then as soon as I took a shower and as soon as I did my makeup, out of there. I was out of there.
I never been to like a state's homecoming.
No.
So
No.
like
It's
So
insane.
like Janae said, like she was lit for the whole day. She literally meant she lived for the whole. Cause it's a homecoming. It's a 24-hour thing.
My
And
roommate
it's over our
greeted me.
period.
She came in my room. She knocked on my door. Right? They didn't wait for me to answer. Opened the door. And she said, "Good morning," and she put a Four Loko right next to my bed.
Oh yes.
And she didn't leave until I drank it.
You didn't eat no breakfast?
No,
This is
no
a-
breakfast. First
this
thing in
is
the
a
morning, just
weekday.
waking up. Okay.
This will start on like a Sunday. Well, on my school it's like the Sunday, and it'll go on until the next Sunday. So like people to be going to class buck drunk.
A Four Loko, so that long ass can.
Listen, I was in biology class, fade into black, like my first homecoming. Like I had like wake up, and I was like, I can't miss bio, but I was drinking rum, and I went in there, popped my
Yeah,
shades
well,
on, and I was in there like fading away. But people was drunk as hell.
I remember.
Like I forgot
I
what.
mean,
Listen,
every
I
day
was
for
in
class.
class, right? And this was the Friday. We start from the Friday. And this professor's talking to this one boy, right? And the boy just looks at her. He says, please stop talking to me. And he puts his head right back down. And like, he was so gone. He was like, please stop talking to me. And he puts his head right back down. I'm like, yo.
Some people that walk in class like staggering. It's like some of the professors, they just know. They don't even like you walk in class like staggering to the side. They don't even tell you nothing. Kind of like they know you drunk.
Some of them are even spiteful enough to give you like homework talking about it's due tonight. The whole time they know they people trying to get drunk that same night.
Yeah.
Like 11:59. Like get out of here.
My most adventurous experience was first year homecoming, and we went to a party. And then the cops come and bust the party because apparently the people that were holding the party, it was in like a, oh my god, it was this mansion, but it used to like, I don't know if I want to say this on tape, but it used to like illegal stuff for the mansion or whatever.
Illegal contraband.
Yeah, of the mansion.
Trapping out the bando.
They trap out the bando, but it was like a nice mansion, so you could never tell. So the cops happened to bust the mansion on the night when it was our homecoming party. So we had to run out of the mansion. I fell in the pool. Had to swim out the pool, girl, but I had to jump over the gate. While I jump over the gate, I bust up my knee. But I was so drunk, like I bust open my knee. That like.
Is that what this is?
Yeah. I bust open my knee, so I didn't realize. I didn't realize until we reached like Waffle House, and I dragged my foot, but I drunk enough. I swear when you drunk, you don't feel stuff. I dragged my foot, and like blood just dripping on the concrete. I was like walking to Waffle House, and I just standing there like my foot is like in a pool of blood. And my friend never just there like laughing. Like, why everybody laughing? They was like, you don't feel that? And I like looked down. And I smelled like it was bust open. And I was like, haha, that's crazy. Who wants some waffles? Like,
listen, you don't realize that like your leg could be falling off. And if you're drunk, you don't realize it until like you look. Or somebody points it out to you. And even then, you probably still don't feel it.
I never seen a thing on Facebook the other day. There was like everybody tell your Four Loco experience. That was my Four Loco experience. I had like about 3 of them.
No, my freshman year, I just used to go hard in the paint every Saturday. Four Loco every Saturday.
Four Loco is like devil.
He's lying.
What the hell is it? Is it like an energy drink or some shit?
No, it's like this big.
It's like I guess you could call it a bear, but it's not like a bear like, you know, Corona, nothing like that. It's like a fruity type of, it tastes like soda.
But it have a heap of alcohol in it.
Yeah, like a lot. But it tastes good. So it like ain't like it don't
like alcohol.
Cringe or nothing.
Yeah.
But it tastes good.
They have like fruit punch flavor, grape flavor,
green apple,
like a green apple flavor, lemonade flavor. So like it tastes like juice. It's like a Crucian confusion, but it have way more rum in it. And by the time you drink, you need one can to get drunk. Cause the can them like this big.
And listen, not for a little to kick you right to your bathroom, son. Like that thing to sneak up on you.
Yeah, no, it's the devil.
This
like if you ever never like bust your pipe and you drink Four Loco, you will like bust the pipe off of Four Loco. Like,
bust your pipe.
I'm pretty sure.
You what the fuck?
You bust the fuck. Like it's terrible.
So, yeah.
So I had a bust knee my freshman year.
What?
I used to drink Four Loco in high school, man.
It didn't like hot until the next day when I wake up. I look at her. I was like, how did that happen? My friend was like, you was fucked up last night. It was bad.
Went to football games, drank Four Loco. Painted my
never
chest.
had a Four Loco.
Yeah, Luke, you want to try that?
You?
Yeah,
They don't need that.
Luke, you want to try that?
You'll die.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm a strong alcoholic, thank you.
Are you? Are you?
So is that all the experiences we have to move on?
I mean,
Dante?
Adventurous.
My experiences are very, very explicit.
Okay, what?
But
Moving on.
Okay.
Say less.
Moving.
Alright.
Very,
crazy
very
shit,
explicit.
like crazy shit you probably would never hear.
Okay, we don't need to expand
Moving
on
American
said
Pie was a thing.
experiences.
American Pie.
Moving
You never heard about it?
right along.
Yeah, the movie.
All right, let's get into relationship advice.
We really gotta talk about this.
No, did we? No, we did. We did. Can you be friends with someone?
I don't have advice to be nobody.
Relationship
I have
advice?
advice.
Let's hear you, Nicholas.
Alright, this is an exclusive
But you hear Nick
Philogene-
speaking, no man, you're out of
I have
control.
some
This
advice.
is an exclusive Nick Philogene relationship advice.
Oh yeah, Nick, please tell us all about the advice you have.
Let's go.
I'm pretty sure you have great advice.
My number one advice to give on relationships is compromise.
What is it, Nick?
Compromise.
Explain yourself.
Compromise.
Okay.
In what aspect?
In terms of, okay, you know how I was telling you about the situation with the girl. She put a photo on Facebook or whatever, Snapchat, and like she was showing heap of ass.
Yeah.
The guy was like, "Yo, I don't like that. Can you take that down?" But she felt like, she could show her body, whatever, stuff like that. I feel like being able to compromise at all times helps a relationship, because I'm pretty sure the girl wouldn't like the guy to go put on a pants with his dick printed and post that shit. You feel me? With like no shirt.
Yeah. Shit like that.
I don't know.
Your girlfriend would not like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've never met a girl that
girl
says,
like
you know,
that,
cool.
yeah. No girl like that. Fuck. Why
It's kind of a disrespect in my eyes.
So, but would it be disrespectful if that's your girlfriend and she's a model and like she detect bikini
okay,
pictures?
how if I
That's a
was
model.
not
She's doing it for a profession.
If the male's a model and he trying to do that same
But like,
shit,
what's the difference? Like,
you'd be okay with that?
The difference is she's not doing it. What's it called? To look like any attention. She's doing it as a job.
so the only difference with her posting is she looking.
Why
at
else would
Instagram?
you post a pic with your ass just popped up in the air with like a bra on? Like, who does that for fun? If you're doing it for photography, I'd be like, okay, you're a model. That's your thing. That's how you grind for your money. But if you're just posting a damn what's it called,
So
bra,
you're saying he would be less upset if she was a model?
hell
and
yeah.
that was
Well,
her job?
any mature guy would be less upset because they see it as a job. You feel me?
Gotcha.
No, it's just someone behind you on the roof.
I see that, bro.
But it's like, other than that,
So
it's just compromise.
Is that
That's-
all you
that's-
have?
I have a lot, but
Is
it's
that
a lot to go
advice?
through.
Speak.
Somebody else throw in one.
I don't really have nothing to say.
Yeah.
Just don't be a skunt.
I'm
Don't
saying very
be a
shit.
Don't be a
skunt.
mother skunt.
Don't cheat. I saw it on a t-shirt once.
Don't cheat. I
That's
mean, that's
the
You just switched to Rocket League.
everybody different.
That's given.
Don't be a skunt.
Okay.
Let's
Don't
see.
be a liar. Don't lie.
I guess that's part of being a
But
slave.
that's just for. That's not even for like relationships with like
Let's
a
just be.
boyfriend or
let's-
girlfriend. In general,
Just being a
just
person.
don't be a liar,
Just don't
bro.
fucking lie.
Yeah, like, relationships with friends, everybody. Just don't be a skunt and don't be a liar. Like, boom.
My relationship advice. Well, Nick took the good one, like compromise. I feel like that's very important because just expanding off of what Nick was saying, like honestly, you have to look at it as if you ask somebody to not do something or to stop doing something, you would want them to not do something or to stop something. And going into a relationship is hard. Like that shit is not easy. Like all the pictures, it's hard. It's really hard. And like you honestly really, really do have to work for it. And like it's kinda and how do I put this? But like you're basically coexisting with somebody and basically doing life together. That's more or less what a relationship is. And you have to understand a person has different wants and needs and from you maybe, and like I don't know. It's like you understand what I'm trying to say.
Everyone has a different perception on life and
and
relationships
like
all that.
you basically have to share that perception along with them, even though you might not necessarily agree. But like you have to understand, like if you're choosing this person to be your significant other, it's a lot of pride you have to put aside, and it's a lot of sacrifices that you have to make if you want said relationship to work.
100%.
I also think you have to be open and willing to change in some aspect.
100%.
Not necessarily like, you know, people that come be like, oh, you try and change me or how I act. But like willing to change because the way you is, like your partner might not be able to necessarily like deal with that as much as like other people, like your friends or your family could deal with you. So you gotta be willing to like open to like change, like maybe the way you might talk to everybody a certain way, but you can't talk to the person you're in a relationship with like that way. Or like, you know, act a certain way.
Like bad tendencies or flaws, like
definitely
don't take that as somebody just trying to change you. Like somebody's seeing that you're lacking in certain areas and they're just trying to, you know, help you for you to become a better person. And people just don't understand that and they like to take stuff like that personally. Which
I think you have to be open minded when you're in a relationship.
That too.
Very
open minded.
Because
you have to be understanding in a relationship.
Yeah,
very understanding.
It's not something you have to be.
I feel like sometimes relationships could be one-sided because somebody could just feel like the other person, like per se, like always make something a big issue, but they might not realize like is the two of them, like.
Yeah. Because like once you have like like no trust in a person, like a little bit of no trust, like everything's fucked up.
True.
But she doesn't trust you just
that is true.
A little bit, you know.
And once you break the trust, to me, it's hard to come back.
Trust is very
like
hard.
especially cheating and stuff. I feel like cheating, especially in this generation, once you cheat once, it's like, dude, I feel like you're gonna cheat again.
Can I just say,
it's hard to build back.
As my personal disclaimer, I feel that if you are in a relationship with somebody, not like, you know, for 6 months, like probably like 3 years, you know, like a long-term relationship with somebody, and they cheat on you and you go back with them, you are the scum of a lifetime. Like, I just don't agree with it. I just don't understand how you could be with somebody for that long. I'm talking about like long-term relationship. Like I said, you could be with somebody for that long, right? Commit and invest a lot of time, money, energy, patience, a lot of good stuff into a person. Have them throw it away for one person that's not going to even matter in the next couple of years.
But people don't.
And then think it's okay for you to come back to me like everything is peaches and cream. Like, I'm supposed to just be okay with the fact that you are betraying my trust, my loyalty, my love, and all of that stuff.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna, like, I don't care how long you're together, whatever. I've always believed that if you cheat on somebody or somebody cheats on you and you really try and get back in that same relationship, you're an ass.
100%.
I got a question for Ayo. I'm pretty sure everybody in this room knows somebody, if it ain't even happened to them, or knows somebody that get like cheated on before, right? Or maybe if it ain't happened to you, like you know
it
somebody.
surely happened to me, and trust me, when and the thing is, I wasn't even in a relationship, to be honest. I thought I was in a relationship.
Okay,
in my head we were together, but like at the same time, if I could go back in time, I would kindly beat my ass for the sake of my future self.
Okay, so with that being said, like I've never understood any woman or male logic behind cheating, right? Just hear me out.
To be honest,
I never ever could understand. Like I've heard the most stupidest excuses. Like I've had like family members that have been married for like 25 years, and like the other person cheated on the other person, and the person excuse was, well, he just wasn't like giving me what I needed, so I needed to cheat. I don't think that's an excuse though. Like I think like our generation, the older generation, like we lack communication so bad.
Fuck yeah.
Like I think like it's so easy to be like, the communication is bad because like you can't tell me we married for this amount of time or we together for this amount of time, and like maybe just because I went fucking you for this period of time, like you went and cheat on me. No, for real, like you went and cheat on me, or like because we weren't getting along for maybe like 2 months in our marriage, you went and like you step out on our marriage or something. Like I never understand the logic. Like how I feel about that. Like I don't get it.
I mean, back to your previous question.
I feel like there's no excuse to cheat.
I mean, back to your previous question is like you said that we all know someone who's being cheated on or cheated, right? And ¿qué pasó? Yes. Open the door.
I think they walked away.
Okay. Yo, Dante, check the door.
Can we walk away?
We're busy, man.
Okay. Anyways.
Oh.
We got him. What's up? No, what's up? Like the camera's like right there.
No, the camera right there.
Who's driving the white car?
Nicholas.
Can you move that?
Who the fuck me?
What happened?
Okay, Finch, what you were saying now?
It's just right there.
Hold on, there's like the Galaxy Swan's background noise. Got Post Malone blasting in the background.
Copyright.
Okay, Finch, what you were saying?
Alright. So just open the door slowly when you're coming back. That kid ugly, bro. Alright. I feel like, back to the question about everyone knowing someone who's cheated or who's been cheated on. I know someone who cheated. And I've definitely scolded them.
Who?
I'm not gonna be naming no names. What do you think this is, bro?
That's what we're not.
Names up in here.
What is going on? That's just unnecessary.
Stop. Cool out.
I mean, that once I found out, I definitely scolded them for it. So it wasn't like something I've always approved on. They've known how I felt about it, and definitely knew I did not approve that.
I'm just saying, like the excuses part. Like, do I feel like people have like legit excuses to cheat?
No. Hit it, yes, sorry, my boy.
No, I just don't.
There's no excuse.
Like the people that
though.
cheat, like I don't know what the excuses was. Like the people you know, or like, but it's like I've heard like, oh, like we just weren't having sex. Like if they feeling just weren't there, it's like, oh, so I went and cheat. Or like we weren't getting along, so like I went and cheat. Or like he weren't comforting me, so I went and cheat.
I feel like that's more of like reasons why someone cheats. But at the end of the day, that doesn't justify
that's what like, it's like
you going out and
I
cheating
don't
on
think
somebody.
no, you have a legit reason to cheat.
I don't see how a person cheats, and then the next day, kind of just talk to them.
And I feel like that's where the communication part to come in, because if you telling me like, can't you just like verbalize to me like I guess like why we ain't having sex, or like X, Y, and Z, so like the person don't have to go and like why we can't talk about it, like the communication is trash.
How do you all feel about that excuse that some people try to use, that they're quote unquote young, and they try to use that to justify them cheating?
Just don't go in if you know you're not prepared. And like if you're in it, I feel like you should just tell them and just end it one time instead of
everybody different. Some people just really stupid
and just being secretive about it, because the longer you
Yo,
touch the camera.
Move.
Touch the camera.
Just press the record button again. Press it again.
Again.
There we go.
But yeah,
I feel like even if you gain a relationship with somebody and are either together for 4 months, right? You waste the person time, but like if you know you about to cheat, just tell the person like this ain't really what I want, and I just apologize. Be like, I sorry I waste your time and my time, but like I don't want to do dirty, so I don't go my way.
You see,
not saying
that I partake in the cheating ways, but I'm just saying from friends and stuff.
Okay.
I heard it happens spontaneously.
Happens.
Yes, it just like happens.
Wake up and just be like,
you're chilling with a friend and then hey, boom, dick.
No.
So
no.
That's what I heard.
No. Really stripping.
Wind.
I agree with you. There's
No.
You can't tell me you have enough common sense. You can't tell me you can't have enough common sense and control.
Honestly, I don't want to hear that, because there is no way you could be quote unquote chilling with a person and not know in the back of your head if you want to have sex with them or not.
That's true.
Well,
no, I agree 100%. That's true.
Like honestly, you can't want to sit up here and be like, oh no, it just happened. Like, oh, that's not what it
just happened. You must have liked that person for
you
long.
had some intent.
Like that for long. Yep.
So I don't want to hear that. That's false. Fake news. Don't want to hear that.
Fake news.
I just feel like there's no excuse.
To be honest, there really isn't.
There's absolutely no excuse.
And like the issue is, like you were saying, communication skills are just so trash. I mean, I don't know, like this generation will quicker like bottle up their emotions and not say anything to anyone than just like just tell somebody or said significant other how they feel.
I feel like I'll do that sometimes though.
Oh, definitely.
You know, sometimes like this is just speaking from experience, right? I feel like when you talk to, I don't like repeating myself, right? So when you talking to a person and you keep telling them the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it comes to the point where they just ain't hearing you, what point do you make to keep talking to them about the same thing over and over again?
And honestly,
me
that's
saying I go cheat
too, for real.
But it's just like then I gonna just hold my emotions in, because you won't change. So it's like, what's the point? Like, it's dead.
And I feel like that's just disrespect, because if they really respected you and respected the fact that you all want to be in a relationship, they would more or less take heed of what you're saying and try to like
change.
You know,
True.
Adjust said action.
You gotta be You gotta be willing to adjust.
And
I see you grinning out. What do you have to say? Yeah. Well, I know you have something to say. What do you have to say? You've been grinning for the longest.
What was I talking about again?
Oh my god. Oh, but don't feel emotions, and if you keep if you keep talking to a person, you heard me.
Yo, right. Alright, so boom. Right?
So boom. Alright.
Boom. So boom. Alright. So how I feel about this topic.
Come on.
Yo.
I think I said all I wanted to say about this topic on this one. I was just laughing because I was just pointing points on points. Probably. So what's the next topic?
I think are we done?
No, go ahead. If you have more to say.
I think like people too,
Hopefully
like when
we
you're
can
in a
talk about
relationship, like you can't be so quick to jump to conclusion, right? Because
yes, you can be seeing
I'm
your full.
I'm with you.
That's what you're worried about. Yes, you're fully seeing. Yes, you can see.
No, like
No, nah, bro. I'm not serious.
Oh my god, this smell. You can't be so quick to like jump to conclusion because like I feel like social media could really like mash our relationship up.
No, okay, right? Okay. Hold up. See, Nick and I obviously just started paying attention. So,
okay.
Alright, so
Speak.
I feel okay. I feel right from someone who easily jumps.
Oh my god!
Alright,
Say what
so
you have to say, please.
I jump to conclusions so many times in my head. Right? I ain't gonna lie. The first thing that happens, I'm jumping.
Dude, that's how it is always.
In my head, I'm thinking about every possible single thing, right? That like, if I was to think out loud, people would be calling me a dickhead for it, right? So it's like always important to like always like think about your thoughts before you like put them into reality to like actually do it. Listen.
I feel like, bro.
Like definitely keep a nice calm.
Think before you say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think before you.
You do.
And I feel like there's a difference between just wanting to know and jumping to conclusions. And I say this in the sense that like, let's say I post a picture and my cousin comments on it, my like her eyes, and not saying that this to happen, but like let's just say my boyfriend's like, oh, who's that? Like, don't do that. You could calmly ask me like, oh, who's this? And I'd be like, oh, this is my cousin, you know, our mother's sisters, like something like that.
So you tell me it's a tone of voice.
What?
It's tone of voice.
But that's just him wanting to know who's that though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Some people they just mistake that, just wanting to know, as like you jump into conclusions.
Let's get
okay, but like me personally, this is from experience, you know. Now I personally feel that it's like I think everybody has a gut feeling, right? Now my gut feeling is always right. Anytime I feel like something is being like I'm being played, I'm 100% always being played, and I feel like that's from experience with like you know just people I've tried to make something with, right? So I'm not gonna sit here and say jump into conclusions is like a shit thing to do, because sometimes you just don't want to deal with the bullshit, so you're like automatically, yep, the gut feeling is she's cheating on me. I ain't trying to go with all that. Let me just cuss she. If she moves dummy about it, then
but jumping to conclusions and having a gut feeling is two different things.
If she moved dummy.
Yeah, she moved dummy. Listen, you know, times I done pressed about something and she moved dummy about it, and then she ended up actually.
That's too.
So what, you think you're gonna leave shit?
That's different though.
If you think she's doing something, you gonna leave her?
I've only been in one relationship.
With no proof?
But I'm talking about like period. Dealing, talking, whatever it is.
And just jumping to conclusion, just like it has to do with bad communication too, because you jump into conclusion to have you out there looking real strippity too, like you thinking something is not what it is, like and it could have you looking dumb.
Yeah.
It's like something happened like Okay, let me just say, like, for example, like, your boyfriend. I don't know how I feel about maybe Janae, because she's the only other girl here. Like, if your boyfriend had an ex-girlfriend, like, would you be upset if they was, like, cool, like, just friends?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, so, like, what if his ex,
Really?
like, inboxed him and was like, I could ask you a question. Like, and you saw that, like, it pop up on your phone, like, I don't know, maybe have his Facebook or something. Like, just say.
I do.
Yeah, okay.
I do.
So it pop up on his phone, like, would you be upset if you saw it? Or would you be like, or would you ask him, like, did I see the message, like, and she asked the question, like, what the question is? Because somebody could jump to conclusions, and then you all mad, and maybe it wasn't really that serious.
I mean, I feel like that has to do with, like, insecurities and trust issues.
Yes.
Mostly insecurities. Because,
I say mostly trust issues.
I say mostly insecurities.
Insecure.
Because if somebody is showing you that, you know, they're for you, they're down for you 100%, and you still trying to, like, jump to these conclusions to try and prove they're cheating on you, and they don't have any intent to cheat on you, and they've shown you that, then that's just, you know, blatant insecurities. But, like, I have no problem with, like, my boyfriend being cool with, like, not even like, exes, because, to be honest, he really don't claim people like that. But, like, anybody he used to talk to, like, I don't have no problem with him being cool. As long as, you know, they ain't pushing that limit or, like, doing anything. Like, that's fine. Like, I have no problem with that.
But that's what I'm saying, like, them, like, little stuff like that. Like, you could easily, like, jump to conclusions after, like, a DM. Or, like, somebody had a picture or something like that. Like, just because, like, they had relations with a person, or, like, you know, they had a past or something. And you could be able to looking down.
But I'm going to be honest, for, like, boys, it's kind of different, because sometimes boys would, like, hot my pictures to really try and, like, play my boyfriend clothes.
But people don't do that, though.
Like,
people
will really be trying to play Kimali clothes, and
Who?
Said name dropping.
Yeah,
stupid.
Like, people will really be trying to play
His
this
name's
clothes,
Antoine.
and it's just not gonna flow.
I'm telling you, that's not his name. That's his.
That's not his.
That's his nickname or something, dude.
That's a weird nickname.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's a pretty. I find it pretty serious.
Okay, we're not here to discuss my boyfriend's.
This should not be a topic.
This is not.
Yeah.
Sorry, you brought him up. You brought him up.
But I feel like, okay, I want to say it's different for guys. Like, I know, and I've seen this when he was here. When we go out, right?
Mm-hmm.
There will be boys that walk up to him, dap saying, "Yeah, Tef, what going on? You safe?" Da 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 da. But a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, they were sending me her eyes on Snapchat. You know. So and then they don't have the audacity to daps up my boyfriend when they see him.
No, listen.
Like, males are just so sneaky like that shit. If it was like females, like, I feel like if it was the other way around, I guess, if somebody was trying to, like, was sending Kimali like hot eyes and press Kimali and, you know, stuff like that, if they saw him in public with me, they wouldn't say anything to him. They would just stand up and stay.
Listen here, Miss Santos. Right? Listen here.
Because
the reason why they Dobson up Teflon, right? Because that's their way of admitting defeat. Because
no,
they try
to play like a joke.
I think that's so
or they try to play like a joke.
It is. It's very fake. That's fake.
That's
fake.
Because I basically.
I even said 10 words.
Yeah, because the words you done say already ain't making sense. We're not going downhill.
Because
dude, we have a whole segment about your man now,
that's not
right?
true.
No,
so
we don't.
No, we need a whole.
No, but I'm just saying in general, like, because like Kimali knows every person that I've talked to, texted, because you know I tell him, because I don't want nobody to try and play this man close or nothing like that. Like, I tell him. So, and Kimali knows a lot of people. So, of course, you know, we gonna know some of the same people. But, like, if you and I used to talk, right? And any other time you see me by myself in public, you go hail me up, come talk to me, you know, wherever, right? But when you see me and my boyfriend together, why you ain't acknowledging me? Like, not even, I'm not asking for a hug, like, just like a little hail up. You know, like a little
that's a guy thing.
acknowledgement. No, it's not. Because I have friends that, are also friends with Kimali, and they hail up Kimali and I equally. I think it's just so fake when they'll be like, you know, doing that. Like only like why you only hating Akimari? Like you didn't. And then you know me. You knew me 2 weeks ago when you were sending me hot eyes on Snapchat. Like
because it's a compliment.
No, they say shut
up.
You never be doing that shit.
Turn around, that's your boyfriend up and then try to DM you.
Watch
They don't want to be slick.
Watch out.
I just don't understand the point of that. Like I think that's so trifling.
They be trying to get people close.
And he does notice it too. Like he does notice it too. I just think that's very trifling because if you and that are supposedly cool, right? Why you can't come and that?
Well, we putting names down in the chat.
What?
What? How we offer relationship
I
advice?
I just think it's trifling because if you and I are supposedly cool, and you could adapt me any other time you see me, why you can't adapt me because I don't have my boyfriend?
Because you're not trying to be a threat to your boyfriend.
Threat to who?
Well then, to your boyfriend.
Threat to who?
To Tef.
Threat to who?
Okay, so
No.
at the end of the day,
He's trying to stay
Negative.
under the radar
No.
so he can continue to send a heart emojis.
So you continue to make fuck me.
Okay.
I'm stupid.
I just feel like relationships, communication is a big part. Trust.
I think communication is the key in life.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
Compromise.
Yeah.
all of
Compromise.
that.
Like if you don't
Relationship
like
advice.
if you don't tell me like you break the mop and I come in and walk
Oh
the next
my
day
God.
and then the mop broke and I'm like no mop turn off.
Wait,
You know, like,
I could ask I
Whoa,
something.
that's like
I feel
life.
like
communication.
okay, wait,
We're talking about
let me
life
ask
now,
you something.
nigga.
How do you all feel about this? Okay, this really a relationship advice, but like, how do you all feel about those females that like to go on like, oh, you could be his side bitch, but I's his main thing.
Okay.
Like
I
how?
know
Like
a
what
friend
are?
who
I
went
really want to know what are you all's thoughts
I know a
on
couple of
females
those.
like that? Like they're aware that their boyfriend or significant other is out here doing foolishness, yet they stay with him, and not only do they stay with him, but they stay with him and try to pick trouble with females that you know he tries to talk to.
Alright, boom.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this right now. He's not here right now. No name needs to be said. If you know the policy.
Oh my God,
if
just
you don't
say it,
know the
just
policy,
say
you
it,
don't
just
know
say
the
it.
policy.
Uh-huh.
And so right now, during the summer, he's been enjoying the summer so far. Met a nice team, older than him. Not that by much, but definitely older than him. Bada bing, bada boom, they hook up. Bada bing, bada boom, the girl got a whole other man in the States.
Yes.
Bada bing, bada boom, the girl tell the man in the States about the man in the States. And
What?
they were both at the same time.
Alright, I've heard this.
So,
Dude,
the man that down here dealing with her while she's here, and then if she goes to the States, she's dealing with the man in the States.
I just want to know where you're going
I know.
with this.
So it's like how I feel about girls like that
Yeah.
is pretty fucked up.
Oh, is that happening to you?
No, that's not
Okay.
happening to me.
Just making sure.
I just know a person that's going through that right now.
No, it is. It's disgusting. It is fucked up.
It is.
You know,
I just like I feel like how low is your self-esteem?
I feel
How
like people
low is
like
your
that don't have no
self-respect?
fucking decorum because sorry, excuse me.
the
They don't have no decorum because like and it's like you picking trouble with a side thing them, but it's okay for your man to be good. Like you okay with that? So why you picking trouble with them then? It's like I mean
like,
I
I
feel
can
like
say I know someone that's a side thing.
you don't have no respect for yourself as
You
a
probably
woman.
a side thing.
No.
You don't have no respect for yourself as a woman. You don't have no respect for whoever you with.
Big facts.
You don't have no respect for your relationship.
But what about if it's
Bigger
a guy?
facts.
Excuse me?
What if the guy is a side thing?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we talking about whatever she just asked me. Asked us.
I said ask about girls.
What about
Yeah.
open relationship?
Open
Like
relationships.
poly families
I
and shit.
Huh?
By
Open
yourself?
relationship. I don't know what you're talking about. It sounded like you were cussing me.
Family?
polygamous?
Yeah, polyfly family. That's what
Polygamous?
I never heard that one. I heard polygamy. You know.
Yeah,
it is.
never
AKA
heard
polyfly. That's
never
okay.
heard.
Why? Anyway,
It's a no from me.
It's a no from you?
It's a fuck no from me.
it's a.
It's a
definite-
yes from me. It's a yes from me.
Of course it
So
will
Nick
be.
wanna have 2 wives. and
You're
say, yo,
disgusting.
You make me
Definitely
enough.
a whore.
You come to me in the
Wow.
bedroom.
That's a lot, dog.
Yeah, that's a little bit too extreme.
No, you're a whore.
Like, jeez.
Nick
You are
tryna
about
have
to
one,
be
make
bored.
dinner. What?
Jesus Christ.
How was that even funny?
It didn't make sense.
Where you come from?
You don't
Like,
think I know?
it's no for me. Definitely.
It's a no for everybody.
It's a yes for me, Chief. I'm sorry.
So you,
I feel like you just have to have a certain for female.
can't do this game.
You need to have a certain mindset to want to do that.
So you tell me you can get
And
yourself
that
in that mindset?
What? What you asked? What you asked me?
You think you get yourself in that mindset?
Never.
Why?
How do you even?
No.
You don't like sharing?
Because my man is my man and he
I don't
belongs
want to share
to
my
me.
man.
My
Exactly.
man is
I'm about to say.
Why?
No, nobody's having him on the
This
weekends.
is
I'm
not
having him
a
on
weekend. Share
weekends,
them
weekdays, holidays, all
Alright,
day.
alright,
But he
alright,
wants a
alright,
second thing
he's
for the week
fine.
too.
How about if it was
I don't
even,
share.
though?
But he don't.
Even.
Let's say me.
No,
let's say
it's no,
Nick and I
you
were
can't-
sharing each other's wives.
That's
No, I don't care if
Whoa.
it's even. That's no.
That's
What the
intense.
fuck?
What are you trying
That's
to say?
intense.
right now?
No.
I know people like that. I have a couple friends like that.
Yeah,
Better
friends
share
that's
one.
married, that's
My
sharing
man
their
is
wife.
my man.
Like
I
they've
don't
been
wanna
together,
share it, so.
polygamic, whatever it is.
Whatever,
But yeah,
dude.
my man is my man and he belongs to me and he don't belong to nobody else.
Like how you even in your right mind like feel like your man like is like he's sleeping with you and then he gonna sleeping with his
Yeah,
next wife
like-
over there in the next room.
And
like,
then
put on a
imagine
walk.
you and the girl fall out and she got stuff to throw in your face like no, not around here.
I'm gonna walk.
Next topic.
Next topic.
Yeah, sorry guys, we talked about a lot of.
What's the next topic?
Alright. Our takes on fun things to do on the island.
Fun
Beach.
Nick,
Drink
Hiking,
all
hiking.
day,
Finch,
every
you
day.
are a
Gang,
certified
gang, gang.
bushman, so talk to
Hiking.
us.
I like to go.
I would say Matthew's a certified bushman here.
Okay, but is Matthew here?
But I wouldn't give
Is
Finch
Matthew
a
here?
certified bushman title like that.
You talking about Zeke?
Okay, well,
I
is Matthew here?
I
Is
may
Matthew
look
here?
like
Is Matthew
one,
here?
but I am not one.
Finch is a very peaceful guy.
So,
Going
so
guys.
Ayo ain't gonna answer the question.
Going
I say
Zeno.
stuff like,
First of all, I asked Finch.
first of all, Finch is busy. So I say
Finch.
stuff like hiking, like going tide pools
Going
and stuff.
hiking out to Annalie Bay, yeah, that's fun.
Where?
Annalie Bay.
Where?
That's what the tide pools is called, Annalie Bay.
Nick.
Fuck, you could have disagreed with me on tide pools.
Nicola.
Yeah. What the
Exactly,
hell?
Nicola.
Yeah, you know, going hiking tide pools, the one by Point Udall, going beach, you know.
$40.
I'm not a jam kind of guy, you get me? So,
Hey, respect. I could respect
I'm
that.
not a jam kind of, I don't think
I have
he
never
probably
been
is.
to a
I
gym in my
don't know.
life.
I could picture you in somebody's jam.
I went to 2 jams, which is Grad Bash and Prom
I know.
After Party, and I
I
hated
can't picture
every.
Nick
I'm
Cole.
lying.
Why
I
don't
went
you
to
like
like 4.
it? Wait,
I've never been to a
pause
gym.
for the cause. Why?
Why don't I like it? Because me, I don't like people. So that's 1. 2, a lot of.
You don't like people or you don't like crowds?
I don't like people, period.
So why are we here?
Okay.
You guys, I could stand more than the rest. But,
I'm like you white
hey, control your attitude right now.
Hello.
Don't speak to me.
Level
Why was it
48
so traumatizing?
It's just, you know, and
Hurt you.
me, I don't really care for the whole, you know, styling and all that type of stuff. I'm more of a, you know, remember the night, the fucking night,
It's in my personal space.
the night we went to the Cloud9 thing, and the music that was playing,
yeah.
I could fuck with that.
Yeah,
I can fuck with
Like,
that.
he put like trap
Yeah.
like popcorn.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was mostly like Drake and shit, but
I mean,
you know,
with a little
Popcorn
bit
came.
of- yeah.
Were you all
Popcorn
at the
came.
same event?
Yeah, we was. This was the other night.
Oh!
Yeah.
Let's go tonight, man.
What's going on? You always want to go party and spend money, man.
I'm
Let's
we
go.
We
here.
want to go to Tsunami too.
Yeah.
We here.
Kylo and Connor.
I hear with you. I hear with you.
Kylo.
What fat?
Kylo.
Stop.
I could never see Nicole until a girl in a gym.
I feel like I
I
can.
cannot
I feel like I can.
Watch
She just has to be.
Nick, where is
I don't know.
I get it.
I believe in Nick. But okay, we have hiking, going to jams,
No,
getting
we don't
drunk
have
on the
going to-
boardwalk.
That-
Shut up.
what's
Go
that?
to that boardwalk. Yeah, okay.
Getting drunk on the boardwalk.
Cooling at the beach is always fun. Like we're
I know
friends.
Sunday
Yeah.
fun day is nice.
Sunday fun
Couple
day.
of drinks, like
Lady
That
in the
sounds
city.
I guess Sunday fun day.
Jet skiing.
jet
Smoke
skiing is
out,
always
You
fun.
got jet skiing money?
Yeah, it's expensive.
But it's time to jet ski.
Buck Island,
Cause
yeah.
I know I don't got jet
Going
skiing
Buck
money.
Island is always
You
fun.
know, I know.
Yeah, I always go to Buck Island and get bun up.
Fact.
No, but I love Buck Island. I don't know. I love the water at Buck Island. I could swim in that water all day.
Nah, I forget Barracuda meaning.
No, I just don't think you're swimming in the
Play
right
as a
place.
character, bro.
Are you?
Right there by the boots with the booster park.
That I've never seen. The only fish I see is like the little clear fish with like the black lines to the edge of their fins.
Every time I went
You
to
gonna die?
Thailand, it had Barracuda in that same spot.
Okay, well,
You
pick
gonna
a different
die, bro?
spot.
You gonna die.
Pick a different spot. That's all it is.
And that's it.
I don't know. Home is like a chill vibe when you come home. So
The bowling alley is popping.
Oh shit.
that's always popping.
You see, I have a different take on that.
What's your
With
take
the
on
whole-
bowling alley?
A home is
Which one are
vibes
you,
and
bro?
all, right? You see, I like. Don't get me wrong. I like home, but after 2 weeks, I get shit bored. Like probably when I first came out here, the first 3 days I was shit bored. And it's not to say there's like there's nothing to do or anything. It's just compared to the States, there's little to do. Once you can only go beat so many times, in my opinion. I'm not a jam guy, but there's people that go jam every single night.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
I'm not a drum guy.
What else? You can only go on so much hikes. You feel me? You go on the Taipu hikes once, it's like fuck. That's a long walk. You're trying to go again for a couple weeks. So it's like stuff like that. After about 2 weeks, I just get bored and I miss like the city life. Like I miss going to downtown Houston and shit.
For me, I don't like to I don't really like people like that. So I like to be alone a lot, and I don't really like to go out like that. So I don't really. I'm not a city girl. Like I can't deal with that shit.
I do.
City life is too fast for me. Like I can't deal with it. Like I like being home.
Wow.
It's vibes.
Okay.
I like the city life, man. I went to Miami, went to Brickell. I used to go there late night after parties. We used to just go walk around, smoke, chill.
I like to go in
Late
I like
night,
to go
7-Eleven.
forest and cool out. Like
Go to the beach over there. It was a nice man. City life was
You
cool.
can make your car time go to Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I got my ass beat.
that's
Yeah,
it.
you suck.
I think that's it.
Your own car.
Okay, so
Okay, that's it. That's all of our fun ideas.
That's the
all
topic.
our topics today.
No, we have one more.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be more of Nick's.
Is the cheese and a
area.
pancake?
What?
cheese or pancake?
Cheese or
Is
pancake?
this the Are You Good Nick section? Are you good, bro?
No, we're gonna do Nick and his depression some other time.
Okay.
But
What's next for Rapture?
Nick, tell us what's next for Rapture.
How Finch?
When the fuck was
but-
that on there?
When
did I put that on there?
come on. Remember when I said we're gonna talk to people about Rapture doing
Yes,
upcoming
because
stuff?
like
They
people,
need to
like
know.
people,
are
like
asking.
yeah, they're really asking,
They're
What is
and I feel like it should
Rapture?
come
We need to
People
find
are
out.
just
from
like,
the horse's mouth.
We're taking photos.
I'm
I'm telling you.
Hey, we're doing podcasts. Keep that in
Listen,
mind.
as
bet.
you can see, we're doing this
We
right
have
now.
a lot of stuff
Alright,
coming
bet.
up.
Because Nick don't know to speak.
Yeah, like.
Right now, it's your boy, right?
Okay.
I go by the name
You
of
don't have to
Michael
speak either, clearly.
Finch, right? I am the co-founder of Rapture organization here. And we do realize we're starting to gain a little bit of fans and curious fans out there right now. We are right now working on many ideas. We are starting to try out podcasts, video editing, photographies. Next big thing is we're going to be live streaming games. Like when Blockhouse 4 drops, your boy is going to be streaming that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well.
Talk about clothes.
We also have new designs for
Clothing will always be
T-shirt.
something. Just follow us in our main pages. You're gonna see it all pop up now. Everyone's links. Yes, I'm making. I'm making you guys do work. Follow all of us, and we always update when something drops. So boom, that was the first ever Rapture podcast. Anyone got anything else to say before we leave?
Yeah. Remember to always ball up a nice joint.
We don't smoke. We don't smoke.
I'm gone.
He does what he has to
Don't
do.
do drugs,
I'm
kids.
gone.
Don't do
gone.
drugs.
Don't do drugs.
I don't know anything about him. Alright, kids. Thank you for tuning in for this shit podcast. Hopefully we get better ones in the future.
Yeah.
Sponsored by SD Productions VI.
Sponsored by SD Productions VI.
So
Rapture.
big productions.
Hey,
Really? That's why you're promoting.
Oh my god.
Is this up?
It's still on. Everything's still on.
Click the record button.
Oh, and sorry for the trash gaming content. Everywhere was trash. I know you just saw me get root from Gold Coast, but
You click it?
Huh?
Cook it.
Okay. Alright, guys. And that's a wrap.